There's an island you embrace when you've come to know so well, where you disappear without a trace. All the stories you could tell. So welcome back, my friend, to the storm that never ends. But if you can't pay the price, you may find your paradise on the other side of it. And time is just your friend. In a tropical hotel, and if your heart ain't cold as ice, you may find your paradise on the other side of it.
Oh yeah, the other side of hell.
Now only God, you know why. Only nature she can tell.
Happy Friday.
Where the water meet the sky up high in heaven, how an island weaves its spell.
Eddie Malady. Ho ho ho.
So welcome back, my friend. You may find your paradise on the other side. In life is just a guest
Marty Taylor's in the house.
in a tropical hotel.
Is it still appropriate to ho ho ho? It's late in the season. Mike Benedict. How are you, Mike? Happy Friday.
Your mind is breaking. There's nothing left to tell. The island's making.
Who else in the house? Tom Spalding. I knew he would be here. He said he's in the house fixing Michelle. Michelle is a little under the weather. She's upstairs. I'm sure I'll hear from her at some point. I think maybe a libation. Or wait a minute, the light's coming on. Hold on. Are you coming down? You don't have to come down here. No, you don't. Even though I have your seat set up and the little sparkle lights back there that Chris designed. Come on in. Welcome, 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 welcome. Birch Church Conjugation of Love. I'm Mike Mad Dog Adams, and I'm sure you know that, otherwise you wouldn't be here. But we got a little music going on underneath from the Bob Adamov novel, The Other Side of Hell, a song that I recorded, wrote, and performed for the book also. And we're going to have some Ziggy Zaggys. We're going to have this little fun here tonight. And we have a special guest, my daughter, Kristen Adams, production designer, Emmy nominated twice. And she's going to come on. She's going to come back down the basement with her dad, because that's where I'm at. I'm in the basement right now in Cleveland. And my buddy Doug's out at the Marble Shack, and we're getting ready to hit the road to Hamster, Ohio tomorrow. Got a show tomorrow evening, 8 o'clock. Little town of Hamler. And it's the bars across the street from, but not in, the railroad tracks and the grain silo. This makes Green Acres look like a thriving metropolis. But we've been there now 5 years in a row, and we have a great time. We're looking forward to it again tomorrow night. Vinny Vogel in the house. Hi, you love this. Thank you very much. Of course, I have to tell you that my buddy Wes McCaw and Phil Talbot, they really put a lot of work into that song. In fact, Phil came up with that bass line. I have to give him that, man. And we miss him. We miss Phil. I'm glad you liked the song, though. Thanks. Like it so much, it's still playing. If it's 6 o'clock, well, we'll let it run until 6 because we can't do the first social of the evening until it's 6 o'clock. Anyway, let's see who else is in the house. Robin DeVerna from Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay. How's your weather down there? I haven't even been looking at what's going on down there. James Pollock. Is it Pollock? Pollock or Pollock? Or I don't want to mispronounce it. I'm sure that you get that all the time, though. Tony, now see, this is what you got. You got to just have Tony, okay? You got to be like a one-name cat, like Bono, right? Charo, Cher, Cliff, play with the boys. Mimi is in the house. Tony, how are you? From England, man. How we coming through, okay? Yeah, it's a beautiful night outside in Sarasota. Man, I love Sarasota. Friends, if you are ever in the Sarasota area, if you're ever in Naples or Tampa or any, I don't care. If you're in Florida, you must go to the Ringling Museum in Sarasota, Florida. It's just an incredible experience to go there because it also houses the art museum and the Solo Theater, which was a theater in Venice, Italy, I believe. And in the 15th or 16th century, it was built, and they had all these operas there. And John J. Ringling, who was the business manager of the Ringling Brothers Barnum Bailey Circus, he had it taken apart. Him and his wife had it taken apart by hand, shipped over here, rebuilt here, and they have operas there ongoing. And it's wonderful to sit in that old Italian theater. So, and then you got all the circus stuff. It's fantastic. Don't miss it. It's a bucket list thing. You got to do it. I do it every time I'm in Florida. I try to get I never get tired of it. There's just so much to see. World-class art museum. Incredible. I mean, rival anything in Florence, Italy, man. Anyway, Michelle, how are you tonight? I'm just saying hi to everybody. You had a rough week. You've been under the weather. And I'm trying to keep an eye on you, though. All right. I've had enough of this song. There we go. I can do it. It's my song. Let's see who else is here. I want to say hi to everybody. And Kevin Corrigan. Hey, Kevin. How you doing? Oh, yeah. How's that family? Hey, they're a beautiful Irish family. Faith to me, God. Christine Beak, it runs out after Beak. Christine, the burgers, Beaker Burger. I love saying Christine Beaker Burger. You're from the pandemic Perch Church shows. Is it 6 o'clock? Oh, Lord have mercy. Sweet baby Jesus, it's 6 o'clock Perch Church time right here on the north coast of Ohio. I'm Mike Mad Dog Adams. Can I get an amen? Can I get a hallelujah? Can I get a social? Is Ziggy Zaggy, hoi, hoi, hoi. Ziggy Zaggy, hoi, hoi, hoi. 1, 2, 3, Sufa. And we drink. I've gotten to a point in my life where I kind of feel silly doing it. But then when everybody reacts the way they do and I see myself doing it, it looks like we're having so much fun. I don't know. I don't want to grow up. Oh, let me put another picture in here. I got a little ahead of myself on the pictures. I hope you had a good week in this crazy ass world that's going on, man. I don't know. I know I do know what's going on, and I don't like it. And It's sad. It really is sad that we can't get people to straighten this shit out. You know what I mean? People shouldn't have to be living in tents in the middle of winter in this country. I don't know. It's just terrible. But we won't go. We won't go. We won't even go there. Sometimes I like to, you know, I spend too much time watching YouTube because I think that's where the truth is. Are you saying that's where the truth is? Or are you saying I spend too much time watching YouTube? It is like crack. It's like the crack of TV, man. Because if you can get everything in bite-sized pieces, or you can get it in an hour, 3 hours, everything is there. It's hard to get up. Oh man, it's hard to get up off my ass sometimes. Anyway, who else in the house here? Let me change this picture up. Let's get something Birch Churchish. There we go. Like that. How we make that a little bigger. There we go. I got to change up to 44 years starting this year at the Roundhouse Bar. 44 years there. And also, when you think about it, Lake Erie Islands area, started there in 1980 at the behest, so to speak, of my good friend Pat Daly. I was opening shows for him in Cleveland, a young guy, and he says, "Mad Dog, you ever hear of that place called Puddin' Bay?" I said, "Yeah, Pat, but I've never been there. I've only been to Kelly's Island." So you ought to go up to Puddin' Bay and get yourself a job. Those sons of bitches love me. And that was Pat, And so next year went up there and, going back this year again, good Lord willing, the creek don't rise. Damn my soul, bless my eyes. Anyway, another social and then a song. And I do want to say hi to everybody. Check it out one more time. See who's in the house. I just gotta. There we go. All right. Let's see. Let me back it up a little bit. All right. Tony from England, man. Tell us about. You know what? I could send you a link. We could have a live link up from England. Wouldn't that be great? And Marty Taylor. Birthday is on Wednesday. I'll be doing socials all week. It's your birthday weekend, Marty. I had mine last week. You're an Aquarian, though. This is the dawning of the age of Aquarian. This time of year, I'm a Capricorn. I'm a Capricorn. I'm a goat. I'm stubborn. You know who else is on my birthday? Kid Rock, Benjamin Franklin, Jesus. Could have been. He was a Capricorn. Didn't you ever hear the song by Chris Christopherson? Jesus was a Capricorn. All right. Yeah, Robert DeVerna, 80s all week. All right, don't brag. Okay, Marty Taylor, social. Russ Tucker, what's shaking, brother? Barb Edwards, hello from Woodstock, Georgia. On our way to see Nick Glaser stand up. Your show is a great warm-up. Wait a minute. I'm opening up for Nick Glaser. I'm proud you're listening to me. I hope you enjoy that show tonight, too. Everybody needs some humor and laughter. That's all we're trying to do. Brendan G. Fork says, "Hi, Adams family." Da-da-da-dun. 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 All my life. But I'm a big Adams Family fan. I was as a kid. I love the Munsters because they were lovable, right? You love and they were charming and funny and warm. To me, though, the Adams Family, and had nothing to do with the name. It was just that dark, bizarre, macabre humor. Just really appealed to me. Charles, and I love the cartoons of the New York Post. Of course, I didn't know about that when I was a kid. I just was sick of the song because the very first night the Addams Family was on TV, the next day I went to school and everybody's going da 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 da. That's hard for a 7-year-old, man. Builds character, goddamn. That's what these kids don't have anymore. They don't have character, courage. Jeff Fork. Yeah, Birch Church, baby. Teresa Finney, hey, my doggy dog. Puddin' Bay. Teresa, how you doing? You look so good. I got to tell you, you really, congrats. All right, I'm going to pick up the guitar. I don't know if I said hi to everybody. I hope I did. Lois is here, of course. And because what happens, I'm worried that I don't acknowledge as many people as I possibly can because this thing stops scrolling at a certain point and then I lose. And I got to be able to fix that some way, but I'm just not sure how. So I'll leave this. I hope you came to hear a song or two. And by the way, my daughter, Kristen Adams, is going to join us in a little while. And she was at the, she's a production designer. She was at the Sundance Film Festival last week. And she was on the panel representing a film, her second HBO documentary they just wrapped up. And she's going to tell us about that. And that's going to be exciting. You know, it's going to be like a big time show or something like, you know. Of course, we've had Chris before. Chris was here 2 weeks ago, sitting on the side, playing the tambourine and enjoying the Perch Church. All right. Oh, yeah. Where are we going to go tonight? There's Chris. Hey, Kristen. Oh, you know who passed away? Do I have his name? No, not Burt Reynolds. Burt Reynolds passed away a long time ago. The guy in the woods with Ned Beatty who said, "You got a pretty mouth." He passed away. That's right. So I thought we'd do. No, okay. All right, I'm sorry. I'm going to do a regular song. As soon as I can get my guitar in tune. I did tune it before. Well, that might be good enough for us. Close enough for country. All right. I'm going to play one that I just feel like warming up with. I hope you don't mind. If lumbering wine was easy, John and James and Mother Mary, I'm no saint and that's my ball and chain. When I pass that silver chalice, I always drink my fill until it knocks me down and tangles up my brain. This is for Rafe. Hey buddy, it's a short life, hell of a life. A mean old bug when you kick to the gutter and the fire water got you talking in circles again. Hey, it's an empty bottle, pass it around when your hopes and dreams have all burned down. High water is the one thing that put out the flame. Walk through graveyards, sleeping in alleys, I tell myself the same old story, drinking that blood and calling it holy wine. Look through windows and see a stranger. I'm going through hell like a fallen angel, feeling my bones getting old long before their time. Hey buddy, it's a short life, hell of a life. I mean, old word if you kick to the gutter and the fire water got you talking in circles again. It's an empty bottle, pass it around. Your hopes and dreams have all burned down, and the fire water is the one thing that put out the flame. Oh. Take me home, take me home, take me home, take me home. Dear buddy, it's a short life, spinning in circles again. It's an empty bottle, pass it around when your hopes and dreams have all burned down. Our water is the one thing to put out the flame. Hey, in the fire, water is the one thing to put out the flame. Short life, hell of a life. Short life, hell of a life. Short life, hell of a life. It's short life, hell of a life. Our water is the one thing to put out the flame. Oh yeah. Was it good for you? I like that song. I like that song. I've been thinking about that song all day today. I don't know. You know how you get that one song going around? I usually get like a dozen of them every dozen going around my head. Which is probably a good thing because I know a lot of damn lyrics. I can't remember the name of the person I met 10 minutes ago, but I can still sing every goddamn word of American Pie, I'll tell you. Oh, hey, baby's in the house. Yeah, you guys break off into a little coffee discussion group or something if you want. I like seeing everybody get together. And, you know, that's kind of what we're trying to do, me and my buddy Doug. And, yeah, we're just trying to gather up good people, you know, who want to have a good time, who have a good sense of humor. And that's all there is. Hey, Gina Adams. No relation, by the way. No relation. Mom is hanging in there, but you know, I mean, we got her in hospice now, and but she asks about you, the nice lady at the Olive Garden. So I'd love to get her out to a restaurant one more time. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, nice to have you, Joey Pella. Happy Friday. For those of you who just came in, I would like to welcome you to the basement, the Perk Church basement of love. And we are going to do a social since you were late. All right, here we go. Raise your glass. Susan Wolf Nickerson. Hi, Mad Dog and Michelle. I hope all is well. Congratulations on both your daughters' accomplishments. Proud mom and dad moment. Thank you very much for that. Scotty, hope to see you live soon. You may at the Riverview Yacht Club. Anyway, everybody's holding their glasses and I'm talking to people here. Here we go. So. Ziggy Zaggy, Ziggy Zaggy, hoi, hoi, hoi. Ziggy Zaggy, Ziggy Zaggy, hoi, hoi, hoi. 1, 2, 3, Zufa. That sounds like, I don't want to say what that sounds like. That just sounds like a mean rally. I wonder if we could time that. Let's see if we could time that. Ziggy Zaggy, Ziggy Zaggy. Ziggy Zaggy, Ziggy Zaggy. No, it just doesn't have that certain je ne sais quoi that you need to do a happy Ziggy Zaggy. I'm thinking maybe the Alsace-Lorraine area this might have originated. Who knows? Anyway, I'd like to do another song for you because I'm feeling like playing on a Friday night, and we're gonna have some more Perch Churches too. Probably pretty regularly here now on the Fridays because we have some shows coming up, of course, but I dialed it back a little bit this winter because I didn't know if I was going to Florida, which I'm not, and I'm not going to do much traveling this winter. I don't think, unless you never know in this kind of business, man, you know, something fantastic could drop into your lap and then you go, whoa, yeah, I got to do it. Let me do you another song. Little sister, don't you? Little sister, don't you? Little sister, don't you kiss me once or twice? Tell me that it's nicer than you. Little sister, don't you do what your big sister done? I dated your big sister. I took her to the show. I went for some candy and along came Jim Dandy and he stepped right through the door. Little sister, don't you? This is it, don't you? This is it, don't you kiss me once or twice. Tell me that it's nicer than you. This is what you do with your big sister now. It makes me feel sexy singing like this. Do I look sexy? Doing the bar stool boogie here. This is it, don't you? This is it, don't you? I see you dancing. This is it, don't you kiss me once or twice. Say it's there and nicer than you. This is the don't you do what your big sister done. Well, that felt good, baby. The king. Elvis was the king. Nobody better than Elvis Presley, the king of rock and roll, man. And the Colonel Tom, too. You know, the Colonel. You know, they did the movie on the Colonel, but it really wasn't. I don't think the truth will ever be told about Colonel Tom Parker, man. You know. Anyway, that would be a good story right now, because supposedly he was here in this country illegally, which is why he wouldn't let Elvis travel outside the U.S., because he wasn't sure that he could get back into the country. So that's why Elvis, supposedly, ostensibly, it's one of the theories as to why Elvis, because he could have made huge money touring all over the world. Never did. Went to Hawaii, and they made it look like he was traveling because it was a live satellite broadcast, first live worldwide broadcast, but it actually was taped and then aired 2 days later. But anyway. Who's here in the house? Terry Boudreaux, Cowboy Terry, and Turquoise Sandy. Man, I'm glad you're here. I don't recall you guys being here much. I'm gonna have to do a song for you guys. They're very special. Turquoise Sandy is just she's just a doll, and Cowboy is too, I guess. I don't know. We got a little Brokeback thing going on here, maybe. I don't know. Ed Milnick, good evening, Mike, old biker guy here. Good kids, good you. Hey, brother, thank you. I appreciate that. You know, Mama, that's who gets the lion's share of the credit right over there. Jennifer Johnson, did you get that drink ready for Kim? For Tim? Hi, Jennifer. Susan Wolf, you always look and perform fabulous. Thank you. You can never retire. It's in your blood. Well, that's why I'm trying to do this, because maybe I won't have to stop performing. I can just stumble down my stairs, flip it on a couple times a week, and maybe earn a couple bucks that way. You never know. Why not? There's a lot of people doing it. I'm having fun trying to figure out and learn new things, and getting a chance to say hi, stay in touch with people a little bit. And that's it. Thank you, Susan. I appreciate that. Carol Lee, and Bobby P. I'm going to be at the Riverview Yacht Club. Oh, look, it's right down there. Right there. Saturday, February 24th, Toledo, Ohio, Riverview Yacht Club. There'll be conch blowing and chicken choking fun for everyone. We do not discriminate. Everybody can choke a chicken and blow a conch. Ziggy Zaggy, Ziggy Zaggy, hoy, hoy, hoy. All right. Yeah, tomorrow day, let me just, if you're in the Toledo area, Hamler's a little far away, but we get people from Toledo to come out there. Hamler's just a little Hamlet. It should be called Hamlet, not Hamler, I always go, if I had a Hamler, nobody laughed. So anyway, may I do another song for you, my friends? I'm just happy to have the company today. I don't know how y'all got into this little basement, but you're here, by God. Let's see. What kind of song should we do? Maybe probably one of my own, maybe. Yeah. All right, one of my own. Let's see if I can remember any of them. No. I didn't. really prepare any of my own songs here for this. What do you think I should play? You have any one particular song? You just no. All right. I'll have to look elsewhere. I know what Tim Johnson wants. Tim Johnson wants Lake Effect. So, and I'm going to play that for him a little bit later on. Who wants Carolina Star? Carol Lee. I like that. It's a short one, and it's a fun one to do. I kind of set in tune. It's just there's something just slightly out, bugging the heck out of me. Anyway, wrote this song. Oh, this goes way back in the '80s. It was on one of the CDs I did, and we took a 45-foot Trojan, me, my buddy Bobby Christensen, and his girlfriend at the time. We took a 45-foot Trojan by water from Cleveland, Ohio, down to Florida, and we took it in November, like November 13th. We left, and we had to get up, go through the Welland Canal, and oh my God, we were 12 to 15-foot waves in Lake Ontario all night long. We had to get to Oswego, so they have a intercoastal system ties in with the New York Canal system. What happens is you go through a series of locks, 36 locks in upstate New York, and some of them are only like, they drop you a foot. Some of them are like, 30, 40, 50 feet, whatever. And not like the Welland Canal, which is, that's an experience. Going through the Welland Canal, we're holding on to these ropes with ice on our gloves, just the three of us, because you had to keep from drifting out into the ships and stuff, man. Anyway, 36 locks, took 2 days, but they closed them at November 15th. So that's why we were trying to hustle down. We had one other boat with us, in tow with us. And dump shout in the Hudson River, and you go down the Hudson River and under the Tappan Zee Bridge and around and catch. Anyway, hell of a trip. Get stuck down in North Carolina and Beaufort, South Carolina, no, Beaufort. It was Beaufort, I remember that. And Coinjock, it was Coinjock, just this little alligator-infested swamp gas dock store. It was like a Doolin Banjo's Deliverance kind of scenario. Coinjock. It was a gas dock, and so we stocked up there. We gassed up, and it's night now, and we're going down the canal, and we see this boat stuck up, and it was an old couple. Nice boat. I can't remember what it was. It was a big boat, kind of almost too big for the two of them, and they were stuck on a sandbar. They couldn't get off, right? So we said, well, we'll help you. Me and Bob, we jump in the water, we push them off, and this and that. Long story short, we get stuck on the sandbar, and we're trying to get some help, and we're trying to push ourselves out, and those people just kept going and waving, just going on. So anyway, but it was, we laughed about it. It was just one of those things, it was an adventure. And so here comes the song. I had to wet my a little dry. For Carol Lee, Carolina Star. Dark, it could be about 2 a.m. I said out loud to myself and my friend, hey, let's go. Up on the bridge. Now there were stars like diamonds you could pluck from the sky. Everyone was big enough to catch your eye. They were sparkling. Oh, so big and so bright. Carolina star, shining from afar. Carolina star, oh, you shine on me. You're my shining star. Drinking a beer, floating down the canal. We got stuck on a sandbar, yeah, but what the hell, we're covered by the beautiful night. I'm just a Nolan City boy in the Carolina South, picking on my guitar and feeling mighty proud, and I thought I'd my story with you. Carolina star, shining from afar. Carolina star, oh, you shining on me, you're my shining star. And now sometimes it's the little things that can get you down. I'm pulling my head a different direction. Hey, look what I found. Carolina star, woo, shining from Carolina star. Oh, you shining on me, you're my shining star. Oh, you shining on me, my shining star. Oh, you shining on me, you're my shining star. I heard a big drum thing at the end. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That felt good. That felt good. I should do that song a little more often. You know, at this point, I think I'm going to be doing a whole lot. Well, I have been. I have been doing a lot more. You know. But, you know, I like to see people sing songs that they know. Part of my thing is I want people to sing because it makes you feel good mentally, spiritually, physically. I can't imagine going through life not knowing the joy of singing. You don't sing well, but having a song in your heart and being able to express it, or a melody, or just humming a little something, you know. Music is just, I don't know, man. It's good for you, I think. It's good for the soul. Good for the body. Good for the body. Good for the soul. The Gumbo song, I think. What is that? It's a Jimmy Buffett. I'm still in mourning. I'm gonna be in mourning the rest of my life for Jimmy.
Do you have another request?
Another request? What?
Rick. Lois says Rick wants Dead Flowers for his 70th birthday.
Dead Flowers? Rick. I am more than happy to play that song because coincidentally, I'll talk about the IX Center in a little bit. I see that, Gregory, and I'm not ignoring you. I'm just, yeah, we'll talk about that. I don't even know if I have any pictures, but where was I? Dead Flowers. I was going to play the song tonight because my buddy, our friend, the friend of many, up in the Lakeside Marblehead, Putin Bay, Port Clinton area. The guy, a friend of ours, passed away last week, Rafe Goldbach. And I go back 35 years with him. And, you know, he played guitar, wrote songs, and did some painting. And, you know, he had a company called Goldbach Communications that when he decided to fold it up and retire and live out there. And, you know, he's a good friend, good neighbor, and a cool cat. So I tell you that to tell you this. He had a duo, him and Tommy Coughlin, my buddy Tommy Coughlin. Perhaps you've seen him perform with me. It's been many years now, but we play the dobro. In fact, I had Tommy on stage with me in Key West, Florida, at Sloppy Joe's. It was like a dream of his, man, and I was happy. We took some trips together, him and his lovely wife, Carmen, and well, Tommy and Rafe had a duo called Dead Flowers. So I was going to do the song, not to make you feel less special, Rick. I'm kind of taking the wind out of Rick's sails here, I think, a little bit. Let me see how I don't. But I'm happy to do it for you, and I'm happy to do it because it's one of my favorite songs. It's one of the first songs I learned. Rolling Stones, Dead Flowers, and it was the Rolling Stones being country, you know, like what was the one? Faraway Eyes, the girl with the faraway eyes. If you're down right, it's funny. If you look back at the Rolling Stones, you can see the country and blues influence. I really, the older I get, the more and I saw them back in the 70s at the Akron Rubber Bowl. Dr. John opened up for him, the Night Tripper, and that was a hell of a show. But the Stones, I was like, all right, I want to hear Honky Tonk Woman, Brown Sugar, and this and that. But the older I've gotten, the more I dig their dedication to the roots of blues and country. So anyway, on that note, I'll quit stalling and sing the song. Of course, it's my version, not their version. When you're sitting there in a silk upholstered chair, you're talking to some rich folk that you know. I hope you don't see me in my ragged company. Yeah, you know I could never take the pain. Take me down, little Susie, take me down. I know that you're the queen of the underground, and you can send me dead flowers every morning. Send me dead flowers by the mail. Send me dead flowers to my wedding, and I won't forget to put roses on your grave. Now when you're sitting back in your rose pink Cadillac, you're making bets on Kentucky Derby Day. I was sitting in my basement room with a needle and a spoon. Another girl, take my pain away. Yeah, take me down, little Susie, take me down. I know that you think you're the queen of the underground. Ooh, you can send me dead flowers every morning. Send me dead flowers by the U.S. mail. Send me dead flowers to my wedding, and I won't forget to put roses on your grave. No, I won't forget to put roses on your grave. Yeah, take me down, little Susie, take me down. You're the queen of the underground. Ooh, you can send me their flowers every morning. Send me their flowers by the mail. Send me their flowers to my wedding. Won't forget to put roses on your grave. Won't forget to put roses on your grave. Hey, 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 hey. Woo! Was it good for you? Felt good for me. I might have hammed it up a little bit. But I really do love getting into a song that I love. In fact, I only play the songs that I love. Even the ones I hate, I have to love them. But I played them too much, and then you go, I don't want to play. I don't want to play Margaritaville, But now I want to play Margaritaville. Actually, before Jimmy passed, I started bringing it back out, only because people like it. And once again, I want people to sing. All right. You guys mind if we do a little toddy? Are we ready? Let's see who's in the neighborhood. All right, my friends. Dave Stasko in the house. Mimi Movie says music is the only thing that can instantaneously, that's a big word, transport you back, right BK, right back to where you were during those seasons and moments of time. You know what? That actually makes sense to me. I actually understand. Totally get it. Yeah, man. So music is a wonderful thing. So it's vodka. What's that? Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I it's time for us to do a social, and then our special guest, Chris, our daughter Kristen, is ready to join us. But before we bring Chris out, can I get an amen? Can I get a hallelujah? Can I get a ride home? Can I get a social? Ziggy Zaggy, Ziggy Zaggy, hoi, hoi, hoi. Ziggy Zaggy, hoi, hoi, hoi. Ein, zwei, drei. Tufa. Oh, yes, indeed. I was like Jackie Gleason. Jackie Gleason knew it. How sweet it is. I love Jackie Gleason. Chris is here. K-Dog is in the house. You know what? K-Dog. That's what she called herself now for how many years? Let's see if we can get K-Dog. K-Dog! Holy cow, K-Dog, where are you going tonight? Can you hear me?
I can. Can you hear me?
I can, man. Hold on. Let me minimize this here. And you look lovely. What's going on? Oh, pickles.
Yeah, I don't think we told anybody because it was really hard. And Mimi had these made. So I thought, what better way to bring out the memory of pickles?
Oh, well, it's a short, brief introduction for those of you who may not know. I can't imagine if you'd be watching this that you wouldn't know. But yeah, we're always getting new people all the time. And this is my daughter, Kristen Adams, and she's a production designer. Has an incredible list of credits, beginning with the Saturday Night Live and going to the Ellen Show, nominated 2 times for Daytime Emmy Awards, and has done films, music videos with Ariana Grande, her 3 biggest hits, and so much more. And that's our girl. That's our girl right there. And Pickles was her. It was like Paris Hilton's little dog, kind of thing, right? I mean,
yeah.
And we love Pickles. Pickles would stay with us sometimes. I know we all. And Mimi made that pillow is that the pillow Mimi made?
That is one of the pillows she made. Yes. Yeah.
You see there, Mimi, right there. Law, she's got it.
We never gave it a shout out. It took a minute. Just want to give a moment, but also, hi, Dad. Hi, Mom. Hi, Perch Shirts.
I'm sorry. I should have gave you a moment to say hello to everybody. That's
no, that was my fault. I jumped into it.
Oh, you look really lovely. Where are you going tonight?
I had to clean up. It's Perch Church. I know.
No, it's no shower.
Friday. Yes.
We came up with that this morning, you and I.
I know, but then it hit me. Not everybody's talking to you with the live video, so it's not fair. I have to dress up a little bit. I have to clean up.
Well, it's more difficult for women. Women do have to carry on a certain level. Guys can eat chili and wear their sweats and fart all day. What?
I miss you guys. I miss being there right next to Mom and next to you and having a tambourine.
Yeah, man, it's great. We miss you. I wish you were sitting right here like you were a couple weeks ago. Hey, Michael Dinetz is here. Hey, Michael, how you doing? He's right there with you. Hey, Michael, how are you?
I too showered today.
Michael is also in the film industry, and then we'll find out a little more later on. Oh, and this is Peanut J Buttercup. The J stands for jelly, right?
It does.
Yeah. You're no pickles. I knew pickles. You're no pickles. But she's a beautiful dog. Hey, she's put on a few pounds there, Michael.
You know.
That dog getting fat, man.
All the more to know
She's
it.
girthy. She's girthy. She's a
Yeah,
little Ethel Merman.
She's a husky dog. She's a husky girl.
Ethel Merman.
Yeah, you know, she's probably a Lizzo fan. What? Is that so wrong?
No, she loves.
It's very apropos.
Let's see. Marty Taylor says, hi, Chris. Michael did that. I don't know if you could see the same. Can you see the same things I'm seeing, Chris, or not?
No, you're much more advanced than I am, but
I don't want to be like wasting my time telling you who's saying hi to you.
No, that's great.
Yeah, we're looking at it. Lois Camper says hi, and Dave says, let's see, Mimi, it's no shower Friday. That's right. It's no shower Friday. I'm living up to it, and I'll bet Mimi is living up to it too. All right. So I think we're caught up. Jennifer Johnson, where's Tim? I haven't seen Tim log in. Cliff Cater says, hello, Kristen. And I saw Russ Vaughn was here. Let me go back up here. Pardon me, folks. But I did see my buddy Russ and Donna. Oh, and Gregory Reverick. Hi, Mad Dog. Interesting performance at the IX Center. Enjoyed it, though. Definitely different for you. Not as different as you might. I did the Jogga Lake Oktoberfest for 8 years in a row. The Old World Oktoberfest in Columbus, Ohio, probably 10 years in a row. I've done a lot of festivals, family things. Hell, I even played on Mass for Shut-Ins on TV on Channel 8 in Cleveland. I can do it. But I wasn't expecting to have Mad Dog's Playland in front, daycare center and Playland in front of me. Babies walk. It was like that Pampers Cruisers commercial where they go, get your motor running. And it was adorable. Well, and then everybody else, the parents are sitting back in these big ass Adirondack chairs, real comfortable, relaxed, and everything. And everybody's like, okay, entertain us. And we did. I had a great time. I enjoyed it. And your nephews, our grandchildren, Noah and Zach, got to come out, and they raised hell with the other kids and played hula hoops and cornhole and all that shit. And Grandpa's up there playing guitar. So that's the first memory they'll have of me, of coming to see me perform. They're probably going to wonder. They probably think I got hula hoops and cornhole at every show. Right? That's what I'm thinking. Hey, let's go see Grandpa and play some cornhole.
Well, I would like to say, I think they think you always come with red buckets for Put-in-Bay, the Roundhouse, because they were on stage with you, and they were on the Gazette.
But not during the show. It was Yeah. Paula was nice enough to open up the Roundhouse for us, bring the boys on stage, and she adjusted the lighting, and she was really great. She just, and we got some wonderful pictures. But now that's like 3 years. Zach was just a little baby. I was holding him. Noah was into it, though, and he held a little guitar. Noah's doing piano lessons and just started them and loves them.
What was he doing?
He was. I told him when last time I left the house, I said, you practice on that piano now. For Christmas, they got it. I said, you and I'll start a band. And I didn't get no reaction from him. He was like, okay. So I don't know. A couple of days later, though, he tells everybody that him and I are doing a band. So that'd be great. I hope I should live so long, right? I hope to God I live that long. So anyway, folks, Kristen Adams, our daughter Chris, last week had an interesting gig, and I thought that maybe, we posted some pictures about it, and she's been all around the world doing films and stuff. No, well, I'm just trying to give background. I'm not trying to brag. And you know what? If it sounds like I'm trying to brag, I apologize. you live an amazing life. You know, you do some incredible things, man. I mean, you rode a goddamn camel in the Sahara Desert. uh, Japan, you know, yeah, all kinds of stuff. Anyway, she's been around, you know. Chip off the old block is what I like. I like to live through you, watching your adventures, and your mother also. We just, yeah, we're excited for you, as we are for your sister. Anyway, last week, I'm digressing here. I'm getting.
Well, and likewise, I love seeing all your adventures, all your shows, and I'm
Yeah, I
hoping you
know.
have to stop being booked so you can come to Sundance next year. And
I
I know
probably
you're
will. I will do
incredibly
that. I will. I will. I'll take the time off. You know, I like I did to be in a few of the films that you designed. So you know, I always appreciate that. She gets her dad little role bit parts in some of the films, and Franco and everybody. So anyway, last week you were at Sundance for the first time. Now you've been to the Venice film, not Venice, California, Venice, Italy. You know, well, I've had people ask me that. They said, "Oh, where Venice, California?" No, Venice, freaking Italy, man. You know, with Franco and your friends and you know the people you work with. And so you've been, you know, but you've never been to Sundance. And Sundance, if I'm not mistaken, was started by Robert Redford, wasn't it? After his character, the Sundance Kid, in Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. And you found your way there. All these adventures. Now you just spent a week up there, and we're on the panel for a film you guys just wrapped up. And I'm going to let you take it from there, okay? Can you tell us about it? It's called
The Synanon Fix, which is an incredible documentary done by Rory Kennedy and her partner, her husband, Mark Bailey. They've had 8 films at Sundance. So they are the Sundance Sweethearts. And Rory has also been a part of the Sundance panel as just a major influence of developing Sundance and the documentary process. So it's amazing that, you know, we are backed by HBO. We'll be there, and you could see the documentary in the spring. And basically, it's a 2-part series of 4 episodes of people who joined an organization who needed rehabilitation. And it took place in the 60s to the 80s. It spread out on the West Coast, and then it went everywhere in America, a handful of different places in America. And what happened is a lot of people joined the organization, not just as people who needed rehabilitation, but also people who just wanted to become lifestylers, who didn't want to pay for anything and wanted to live and support the organization and help finance it. And later, there is a term that is used called a cult, that this could be qualified as such. But it's a journey of the people who have been there. While being on the panel, a lot of people ask with the documentary, what does a production designer do? And for myself involved in the project, I did a lot of the interviews. It's build sets, whether or not people recognize it. We had to have a lot of depth for the camera and for lighting. We filmed 20 interviewees of people who've been involved in the organization. And they were a handful built sets, and they're larger than you would ever expect with what you need from camera and lighting. And then we did reenactments from the 60s to the 80s. So it was a lot of personal reenactments of what people went through in terms of organization. So I had to go through a lot of time period, set dressing, sets, and builds. And it was received with huge accolades by HBO. And that's wonderful. And it's a wonderful subject matter that takes you on quite a journey that will be on HBO in the spring.
Do they have a release date yet set for it?
Well, secret now is that it's just 2 episodes are edited and ready to go. That was premiered at Sundance. And we have 2 more episodes that we're not ready to air yet. So no, we don't have it yet. So we're still working on it.
So the accolades and acceptance at Sundance probably secured the rest of the episodes. I don't know.
We actually were funded by HBO ahead of time.
Oh, okay. Well, this is your second HBO documentary. How do you like doing documentaries?
I love it. I love documentaries. There's a lot I learned from doing Project Runway about the depth you need for camera and lighting. And I just think a lot of people forget all documentaries need somebody who's thinking about the art, the set design, the lighting. There's reenactments, there's interviews, there's stock footage that goes into it. There's a lot that goes into it, and I actually really enjoy it. But I take it heavy because it's a lot of personal subject matters. The other one I did was Alec Murdoch, Low Country for HBO. So lots of times you get thrown into a lot of heavy research that you can talk about and you can't talk about. And I just love the research and the reenactments and trying to make it personal experience for the point of view we're trying to show through directors or the company. But on another note, I celebrated the NYU alumni reception.
Yes. They had the NYU alumni reception. Well, you know what? Let's see if I don't know if I've got that here or not. I have this. Let me do. I pulled up these pictures.
Also,
See,
yeah.
I'm still working on how to do all this. I'm just a
That
novice.
photo was taken in between, I'm not going to lie, having a get together with Aerosmith, Black Keys, Pauly Shore, and Peter Dinklage. In what world can you meet with these people? Talents.
Well, you got
holding my head. I didn't know what to do.
Well, you got kind of a Taylor Swift thing going on there, man. That's what that reminded me. The minute I saw it, I go, Taylor Swift,
That's only because of the lips. That's only because I threw some color on. Mom said it's okay. Mom said if Taylor Swift can wear red lips, I can too.
Did you really? Well, yeah, it worked.
Hey,
Mom gave you good advice, right? Here's another picture of you talking a little bit at the podium. I like this. Do you mind if I show these here? Or,
it's great.
Okay. Feel free to interject at any moment. This I really dig. This is like I'm a wild, edgy documentary filmmaker.
Well, I like it. HBO after party. A lot of names were there. We had a lot of fun. My favorite moment was I was there for a handful of time, a couple hours, and I was ready to go. And then I discovered the other half of the room that I never went to, and it was a seafood tower. So I was really excited. So I stayed another hour just so I could eat shrimp and oysters.
That's my girl. Oh yeah, I used to love work.
I never noticed another half of the room had a seafood tower. Everyone's like, "Are you ready to go?" I'm like, "No."
Oh yeah, I used to keep those "Hello, my name is" tags in my suitcase, and when I got booked into a comedy club that was in a hotel, I used to love it because every Saturday night in a hotel has some sort of reception going on, and you just slap one of those name tags on and belly up to the bar and the buffet right before the show. Anyway, let's see what else. Hold on, let me see. All right, is this a real moose?
Many people have told me
everybody wants to know, is this a real moose? Is this like the Northern Exposure moose?
I've seen real moose walk down the sidewalks of Sundance. Like literally you see deer and moose walking down like squirrels.
He's like, sorry, we're closed. No.
But many people have kissed that moose, and I said that moose knows things.
Let's see what else we got here. This is the town of Park City, Utah, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And how far away is that from Salt Lake?
45 minutes, depending on traffic, but I don't know how many miles, but I know by an Uber.
I somehow expected to be a bit larger.
Yeah, no, that's it. I mean, Sundance is literally, I was surprised. It's literally like a couple blocks. It's a street, and you're They have dance performances, they have food trucks. Everything is open down there for like performances and different screenings. And then it breaks out sometimes. There's different theaters like in Salt Lake City and so forth.
The last, of course, had layovers in Salt Lake City over the years, but the last time I spent any time there, I was headlining a comedy club at the Red Lion Hotel in downtown Salt Lake City. And it was actually quite an experience. Salt Lake City was kind of like Akron, I think, if I had to, kind of like Akron, which is nothing wrong with Akron, folks.
It's absolutely beautiful. It was.
But Fairbanks, Alaska was like Akron, too.
And I went up there in March for a hike with my friend, and we went down Sundance Boulevard, Main Street, it's called. And look, I met an owl. I mean,
is that a real owl?
That is a real owl.
That thing looks like a killer, man.
Owl. That is an owl from Harry Potter, apparently. One of the owls used in Harry Potter, but he was amazing.
I pulled into the backyard last week, and all of a sudden I seen this huge hawk taking flight from our backyard with one of the squirrels in his clutches.
No!
Yeah. I was a little saddened.
Not general.
I know, because I throw nuts out to the guys, and I like this. I like the squirrels. I like the hawk is cool too. And then I went into that whole circle of life, Hakuna Matata. To eat people get. And then I got all heavy and shit, and I said, the hell with that. Let's see who else we got. Who is this, by the way?
That is a painter who painted a lot of the Hyatt Regencies. And he was doing
it's not Banksy though.
Oh, we all don't know who Banksy is. That's the thing. We all go out and we find his art, and we never know who he is.
And you don't think it's like that guy? You don't think it's that guy? No, okay. All right, I'm just saying.
It could be. Okay, I mean, who am I to tell?
So it's a ski resort town.
Oh yeah, and the Kenny's place, if I that I happen to visit or stay at, they have a beautiful house where right when you end the ski slopes, it's right there. It's their house. That isn't the picture of it, but many people have a lot of resorts or houses at the end of ski slopes.
Well, yeah, and here, what, I got a picture here. There we go. Because that was a cool thing about this particular job was the people you were working with. And it's always interesting to work with people who have notoriety, stature, the whole thing, because you get on the inside track. You get to see how they operate, And so this is who is this woman on the end here?
The woman on the end is Veronica, and she edited Lollapalooza, the documentary that was there. But previous to that, she's very, very good friends with Roy Kennedy. She's edited Ethel, and she did the whole thing about the Kennedy legacy and documentary. And in between that is Roy Kennedy, who was the
Lori, right?
Roy.
I want to make sure I heard that right. I know that Rory. Now, is this the granddaughter of Robert? Do you know the lineage? The Kennedy.
I got to tell you,
the Kennedy features are very distinctive features.
Yes.
What's that?
Yeah.
Daughter, really? Wow.
The whole lineage blows my mind, much like Shauna hanging out with the Bushes.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I have that picture. I had that. My pictures all got, remember when they got dumped earlier when I told you I was on the phone with you and I go, oh. I had the picture of Shauna with Barbara Bush here.
Barbara Bush and hanging out with all the Bushes and having that legacy and that thing. So the Kennedy and the Bushes, now it's weird how that all happens. But
well, because we're not political anyway. I know what's going on. I just don't care.
But Rory and her
I'm
husband
smart
Mark.
enough to not vote. But and we got a lovely coffee cake.
Well, I couldn't believe how many years we've worked on this documentary because I'm counting the coffee cakes. So we've had 3 coffee cakes. So it's been 3 years in the making of this documentary.
Well,
And that's
so
nice
that's
to remember us every year.
how old is she? Because she looks pretty young. I mean, we don't even have to go there. I don't know.
Gosh, I don't know. I mean, like I said, all I know is she's wonderful to work with. They
How
send
old?
great coffee cakes, and they let me stay with them. So
They have good genes.
Oh, they have good genes. Okay.
yeah, they do have good genes. They definitely have good genes. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've worked with on my team was Kathleen Shriver. So she was a member of the art department, who's Marie Shriver, Arnold Schwarzenegger's daughter. And she was a great member of the team. And she was there also. She went to Georgetown, and there's that wonderful connection there with Shauna. And,
Oh yeah.
nice family, great family.
Where I'm real disappointed. I can't find the Barbara Bush thing. I had I spent like an hour rummaging
I
through
know you
pictures,
worked so hard on this, but you know so much more than
and then they got dumped. Oh well. Oh, let's see what else I got. Hey, so once again, the name of the series that you just finished up,
it's called
the
the
Synanon Fix.
and it will be on HBO in spring. And definitely everyone will be updated with that information as soon as I know, and you know.
Yeah. Well, we'll be telling everybody about it, won't we? The Synanon Fix, and of course, the Murdoch thing. I think is still showing on HBO.
Mhm.
Kristen Adams, a production designer, and oh my gosh, who is this? Who's this? Why, that's you working on the Ellen Show.
That's been working on the Ellen Show, production designer for 3 seasons, 3-time Emmy nominated. Who's counting?
That's my girl. You go, girl. Go.
And that was a fun adventure. And thank you for bringing that up. Thank you for the stroll down.
Well, wait a minute. We got a story we got to tell.
About the polar bears that you came up with this idea.
I didn't come up with the idea.
You did come up with this. No, you totally came up with this.
So I'm visiting Chris in California. She's designing the Ellen Show, and she says, Dad, I might not be able to spend a few days with you. I'm really swamped. I got to come up with this Christmas thing for the Ellen Show. 12 days. What is it? The 12 days of Christmas 20 days of Christmas that she did, where they all giving away all kinds of stuff. And so there's a lot of crunch time for all the people in production. And I said, honey, that's okay. Don't worry about it. And so I'm just watching TV. I'm picking the guitar. I'm relaxing, man. I'm just enjoying being with my girl. And she working away. And just like when she was in school, and she'd go, Dad, and she'd ask my opinion on something, which makes her dad feel good, And I said, well, if you want my opinion, I'll give it to you. You know that. And so anyway, she needed something about. She had a choice of was it the reindeer?
Reindeers, penguins, bears,
polar bears. Anyway, for this, do I have the picture up? Yeah, there they are.
We have the picture up, and basically it was an area to fill the stage that was going to potentially be a highlight if we wanted it to or not.
Yeah, so I just chose. I was the one who chose. I chose the polar bears, and I gave Chris my reason. I said, I think the polar, because this, and this. She went with the polar bears. It became a huge hit with the Ellen Show, so much so that Klondike, because it looks like the Klondike has a polar bear, Coca-Cola has a polar bear. Both companies ponied up $250,000 each for the charities. $500,000 from Klondike and Coca-Cola, because I chose. Wait a minute. Because I chose the polar bears.
You did, and that was
And
so much money given to
And
the
did
show.
I
You
get a
wanted to
Klondike
do more.
bar? I didn't get a Klondike. I didn't get a Coke. I didn't get nothing.
Business is shady. Show business is shady.
It's a shady business. But look, see, Coca-Cola gave $250,000. Right?
And then Klondike matched it even more. So you raised almost $1 million
Isn't that something?
for that show just because of that decision. They could have been boring squirrels or penguins or owls. Owls.
Wait a minute. Let's see if I got a couple. I'm probably boring everybody. I hope we're not boring everybody. I don't know. Yet it's you're a wonderful guest. If I ever get a real show, I got a real show. This is a real show.
It's a real show, and I love being there. And thank you.
You know what? Thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you coming on and sharing this with all of our friends, Facebook fans. I'm always funny about the word fan, but then I realize there's people who like to be known as fans. There's people who are proud to be fans. They go, "Oh, I'm a fan." Yeah, I'm happy to have fans. That's for sure. I just don't know whether to call people my friends or my fans. What do you do?
Family.
Your friends.
The family.
The fam.
Well, it's the Perch Church family.
Well, thank you so much for having me on.
Are you leaving?
No, I don't have to, but I can't read the comments. So I don't know if people are getting bored, if this is too much.
Well, I don't know. We just lost 3 people, but people come and go in this business, you know. Yeah, I don't. They do. They come, they go. All right. I want to show a couple more pictures. That is you in Venice at the film festival, correct?
Yeah.
Or no?
Well,
That's not the Venice Film Festival?
Yeah,
No.
sure it is. Yeah.
No.
Come on, it's the same dress. Don't ruin it.
Oh, shh. Never mind. I like the picture a lot.
It's a good picture. It's a good photo. It was at a wedding, but it was the same dress from Venice. James insisted I wear it, so
My buddy. My buddy.
Speaking of our buddy.
You introduced me to James Franco, and
No, you met him before that.
I got to know him. We saw him on Broadway. He had us right down front and treated us very special, beautifully. He's a cool cat.
That's like your fourth film with him, I think.
James. Yeah. The first one was Zeroville, right?
No. Maybe. You've been in so many, I can't remember now.
No, I've been in 4 or 5 of them.
See, that's a lot.
Yeah. Well, I didn't joke. All right, but last year you did this one in Cleveland.
The Parma pierogies.
I haven't shown any. This is the first.
Oh, and you haven't talked about Bad Bob.
Is it okay?
Yeah.
Oh, well, you're gonna have to come back. We're gonna have to do the Bad Bob, and I'll show.
I don't want to eat up all this time.
And I'll show the Bad Bob video. No, what I'm saying is, let me prepare it, and I'll show the Stacy Keach. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the great actor Stacy Keach, and that's me in the background. I had the opportunity to be in a few scenes with Stacy Keach, who's an incredible actor. And there's a great story about Stacy Keach. It's the song "Sweet Judy Blue Eyes," written by Stephen Stills, was about Judy Collins, who Stacy Keach stole away from Stephen Stills. And he was a great Shakespearean actor when he was younger in his day. You know, he's done a lot of stuff. But there's a clip. He was in Judge Roy Bean, and he was Bad Bob. And we'll save that for another episode. Let's see if there's one more thing here.
And you still have your bowling shirt from that?
I have it's hanging in my truck. I have done the story. I did the story and the video at a house party that we had in Catawba, and went over really great. So
if you're requested to bring out the shirt and put it on, you can at any moment tell the story.
Yeah, there's the shirt. They let me keep the shirt.
Rock star, look at you.
Got my name on it. Yeah, man.
Movie star, rock star.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, a round of applause for the lovely, talented Michael Dinette.
Hey, dog. Okay, he's not even here to hear it.
Oh, no.
I know. I'll have to play back for him. But K Dog.
I was going to talk to him, I forgot.
I'll take a bow.
Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Kristen Adams. Thank you, honey. I love you so much. We're so proud of you. And all of us, all everybody in our Perch Church community here are proud of you. You're a rock star, and keep on doing it, baby. And come back and talk with me again, because I don't have any guests anyway. You know, Bob Adamov and you. And well, actually, I can have a whole lot of guests, and I have plans to do that, but I'm trying to develop my skills. So I'm developing these skills with people who I'm comfortable with.
Well, the videos have been great. The sound is great. The quality looks amazing.
Thank you.
You know, it blows my mind how much more you know than a lot of us in the business of doing graphic design and videos. That I think it's incredible. So,
thank you
for your time. And also, you know, I talk to you all the time, like a couple times every day, you and Mom. So,
yeah.
But thank you.
Yeah, we talk a lot. Well, that's why I didn't want to talk about what I don't like to have I've done a lot of interviews. You know, I've interviewed Randy Travis, Steve Earle, Lyle Lovett, Alabama. Yeah, I mean, and I just I don't like to talk to people before the interview that much. I want to kind of get an idea where we can go and then leave it. I don't want to have the conversation, because I think if you have the conversation before the interview, it sucks the life out of the interview. So I didn't want to do that with you, suck the life out of our thing. Anyway, that's just me. So I love you, honey. Thank you very much.
I love you.
A round of applause for Michael Dinette and Peanut J. Buttercup. All right. Thanks a lot, Chris.
Thanks, Dad. Love you. You're my hero.
I love you. You're my hero.
Look forward to the rest of the show.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Yeah. Now what do I? All right, let me see how I do here. I don't want to end the stream. There we go. How's that? Pretty good? Not bad, right? It's a lot of work, but it's fun. It's fun. And we're very proud of Chris, of course, as you know, you would expect. Anyway, how about a social and a song? But first, let's see who's in the house. If we have anybody, we got plenty. Russ Vaughn, Donna and I are enjoying the show for the Oyster Bay Beach Resort. All right. Well, Russ, for the Ford Yacht Club gang up there, who I always love performing for, and you always treat me beautifully. I don't have no idea where the Oyster Bay Beach Resort may be, but here's to y'all. Social, Ziggy Zaggy Ziggy Zaggy, hoi hoi hoi, eins zwei drei, super. Oh yeah. I'm glad I could entertain you beautiful people here tonight. I mean that, bottom of my heart. Mike's going to get his own guest whack pack with the Perch Churchers. That's not, you know, sometimes Mimi writes like Cliff. Did you ever know? You ever know? You know, Cliff comes up with that way out wacky stuff sometimes where, and I get it. It's just kind of wacky. And Mimi does the same thing. Marty Taylor says, we love you, Kristen. Thank you, Marty. Yeah. Social with a Caribbean St. Martin's. Right on. In the house. How about a song, my friends? You know, here's one that I wrote a long time ago, and I pull it out once in a while, every now and then. It's one that I think I have a good idea for the chorus, the hook on it, and a feeling, but I could never get just the right words, and I hadn't done it in a long time, and I thought, you know, maybe I could pull it out now, and maybe the right words will come along. But this is what what it was, and it still is. Hold on. There it is. Well, the rich get rich and the poor get poor, and the middle class just get screwed. They're breaking my back with another kind of tax. Ain't nothing I can do. It ain't that funny to spending all the money to support ineptitude. The rich get rich and the poor get poor, and the middle class just get screwed. I had me a friend from Reno. He was down on his luck. So he hitched him a ride down to New Orleans on the back of a pickup truck. And now he's a riding in a limo. He's a preacher man on the tube. The rich get rich and the poor get poor, and the middle class just get screwed. Oh yeah! I guess the rich get rich and the poor get poor, and the middle class just get screwed. They're breaking my back with another kind of tax, and there ain't nothing I can do. Ooh, oh yeah, now it ain't that funny, spending all my money to support ineptitude. I guess the rich get rich and the poor get poor, and the middle class just get screwed. They'll be counting checks in Congress. Well, no, they're not counting them. They're bouncing them, Dave. They'll be bouncing checks in Congress. We'll be all going in debt. You, me, the whole economy. We're going down quicker than a Spirit jet. And now we're big by 250. The poor get rich and the rich get poor, and the middle class just get screwed. Oh, yeah. I guess the rich get rich and the poor get poor, and the middle class just get screwed. Breaking my back with another kind of tax, and there ain't nothing I can do. Well, it ain't that funny, spending all my money to support ineptitude. The rich get rich and the poor get poor, and the middle class just get screwed. I guess the rich get rich and the poor get poor, and the middle class, well, we all get screwed. Oh yeah. I don't know. I think there's something there, right? Like we all feel that. We all know there's some crazy shit going on. Here's another one. You remember this one? I haven't done this in a long time. Yeah, the price of getting high is getting high. Paycheck's getting smaller. My belt keeps getting tight. Sometimes I can't afford to keep my house warm late at night. But the one thing that helps me, no, I can't deny. Sometimes I have to go out and get high. I pulled out a love Jack Daniels, and Lord, I love my fruit. And I have been known to burn down a joint or two. But the one thing that helps me, and I don't understand, how come things are getting out of hand. Yeah, the price of getting high is getting high. Sometimes I wonder why we even try. Yeah, lately I've been drinking, doing too much thinking. Yeah, the price of getting by is getting high. Good Lord knows I've always tried to do the very best I can. And all of my good friends know I'm a God-fearing man. But as these times keep getting tougher, I keep asking why. Even though I don't get no reply. Yeah, the price of getting high is getting high. Sometimes I wonder why we even try. Lately I've been drinking and doing too much thinking. Yeah, the price of getting by is getting high. Yeah, the price of getting high is getting by. Oh yeah. I don't know. Does that have any merit? Should I bring that back into the show? I haven't played that in about 35 years. They're all classics, ladies and gentlemen. Classics in the oeuvre of Mad Dog, Birch Church Conjugation of Love. Tomorrow night, Hamler, Ohio. Probably still a few tickets left. I don't know. It's a small room. It's kind of a shot and beer type of place, the middle of nowhere. We've been there every January, I think the last 4 or 5 years. Always a really good time, you know. It's a good time. Stop on out if you care to. 8 o'clock show. It only holds about 100 people and pretty much a square room. Did I tell you it reminded me of Larry's Bar, that place that we used to play at on St. Clair back in the late 70s, 78. We used to play this. Man, I played all over this country, all over everywhere. I've been around. I've done a lot. Ziggy Zaggys, Ziggy Zaggys, hoy, hoy, hoy. Tom Mancini in the house. Well, we had a good time with you folks. Thank you very much. So, yeah, we're going to have a good time tomorrow. Tomorrow night. Cliff Cater. My old buddy Cliff. JD and Mustang Sally are in the house watching on YouTube. K-Dog interview was awesome. Who was that? Well, thank you very much. Okay. Well, Mustang Sally is that JD and from my buddy JD Owen? I hope it is. JD's great, man. JD makes the best Santa Claus ever. And he has a hell of a voice. And Mustang Sally, of course, oh my gosh, I'm trying to remember her name. Well, Mustang Sally is the name of the band, but I think it kind of became her nickname too, like Mad Dog is mine. Oh, I know her name, but it's on the tip of my tongue, and I'm sorry. But lovely, talented woman who performs down at the Beer Barrel, and of course the Mustang Sally band rocked the house for many years, and now she's doing a bit of a solo act. Last I heard. And people enjoy it down there at the Beer Barrel Bar. And Tammy Wynette, she's a big Tammy Wynette fan. I remember we had a conversation because I had told her I had once opened for Tammy Wynette at the Truck World Mall in Sharon, Pennsylvania, the Truck World Mall. And also on the bill was Jim and Tammy Faye Baker's air-conditioned doghouse. That's right. Yeah. Now we did a different show there with Dottie West, and that was actually Truck World. I used to love going to Truck World. They had their own radio station, their own bar, nightclub, their own shopping mall. It was all great truck, the Boots and the West End, and CBs and whatever the latest tech. Truck World in Sharon, PA is, if you're a truck driver, that's the place, man. That's the place. Anyway, well, hi. Who else is in the house? Let's see. Marty Taylor. Marty Taylor wants a social. Social for Marty Taylor. Social. Ziggy Zaggy, Ziggy Zaggy. Hoy, hoy, hoy. Sometimes you got to cut to the chase. How you doing, honey? You feeling all right? Still hanging in there. I told you didn't have to come down here. Toby Lee, thank you very much, Toby Lee. Sorry, Toby. Toby Lee. I think you'll always just be Mustang Sally to everybody now, which is not a bad thing, really. It's good that people don't know your real name. Take it from me. Anyway, all right, should we do another song? Are we still hanging out? Let's see. I think I've talked to everybody here. Susan Wolf did a great job as you did a great job as parents. Our kids' success is because of good parenting. Job well done with your girls. Well, thank you very much. Like I said before, I'll say it again. Mom deserves the lion's share of the credit. That's right. She did all the heavy lifting. Thank you for that. All right. You're welcome, Chris. All right. So, well, pretty good show. Actually, a great show. The interview part I thought was excellent. The guitar part, who knows, right? I was going to do Dave Mason. I was going to tell my Dave Mason story. I've got, folks, I can tell you, I've lived on the periphery of mainstream entertainment since I was a teenager, living on the streets, playing in rock and roll bands and the whole thing. Yeah. And I've written articles and interviews. I've had radio shows. I've done a lot of stuff. I've been around because I like doing lots of things. I like being creative and having a good time. But boy, I got some stories. And I realized as I'm getting older, I'm going, yeah, I better get these stories out. I got a great Dave Mason story. At least I think it's a great Dave Mason story. I'm going to save for another time, though. That'll be something to open up with. And then, of course, we'll be back next Friday. We're going to do another Perch Church next Friday. I might even, I don't know. I might just pop on because there's some technical stuff here that I need to work on, and I can only do it. Well, I suppose I could just do it and record it and not be live, but why waste the energy when if somebody wants to hang out with me, One more song, and then we're going to call it a beautiful evening from the Perch Church Conjugation of Love. I'll just make sure I got a very great show there. Thank you, Susan. Do your own original music. Russ Vaughn, thank you on that. Trying to think of one of my own songs to do. Here's a lady on the shore of a river way up north. She waits for me to tire of the south. I'm running from the devil's lonely mouth. Marietta, Marietta, never will forget her. The thought of Marietta makes me smile when I'm alone. There ain't nothing better than the sight of Marietta from the hills of West Virginia on the journey way back home. She was once a river queen, and the folks from New Orleans journeyed there just to spend the night. On that great Ohio shore, you can find what you're looking for, and tell the folks back home you were treated right. Oh, Marietta, Marietta, never will forget her. The thought of Marietta makes me smile when I'm alone. There ain't nothing better than a sight of Marietta from the hills of West Virginia on a journey way right home. Now those riverboats don't run into the setting sun. Marietta, she waits to rise again. Oh, Marietta, Marietta, hey, I never will forget her. But the thought of Marietta makes me smile when I'm alone. There ain't nothing better than the sight of Marietta from the hills of West Virginia on the journey way back home. No, there ain't nothing better than the sight of Marietta from the hills of West Virginia on the journey way back home. Journey way back home. On the journey way back home. On the journey way back home. Woo. Marietta. Yeah, I wrote that one too. Hope you enjoyed it. Was it good for you? Dave Staskell had to take a break. He's cooking up. What are you cooking tonight? Hey, Grandpa. Every Friday night, Dave Pritchard, he's cooking something good usually. I feel like Hee Haw. Remember that bit, Hee Haw? Hey, Grandpa, what's for supper? Sounds good. Had to take a very quick slow cooked chicken and gravy on potatoes. Ooh, yeah. What kind of potatoes? Nice song. Don't think I've heard that one before. I don't play it very often. I got a lot of songs I wrote I don't play very often because just doesn't seem all that conducive sometimes in a setting where people want to hear shit they know. You got to kind of force it on them. Thank you, Chris. Nice song. Mashed potatoes. All right. Mashed potatoes. All right. Well, I hope y'all had a good time this evening. JD Bechtel. Okay, not JD. I don't know why I said JD Owen. I saw it at the top. Well, I didn't because when I saw that, the name was cut off. The top of the. No. It's not. I need glasses. I have my glasses. I don't need them right now. I just. What? What's that you say? What's that, Ma? That's what I don't feel like anymore. I'm starting to freak around with hearing aids, fool around with hearing aids, and I got. Okay. That's a fresh one. Devil Woman. Hey. A privilege and not a financial pleasure, as my friend Kiki Friedman would say. He would say it was a financial pleasure, whether it was or not. Tim Johnson is here. Tim, how are you? You driving home, you drive safe, be careful. And you can watch this in reruns. It's going to be on the Disney Channel. Oh, wait a minute. Augusto Palazzi. Hello from Italy. Right on, brother. Right on. Is our English friend here? You know what? I want to do this. So long, everyone. Until next. Wait a minute. Are you leaving, Lois? You're leaving before me? Lois. That is a sacrilege in the Perch Church conjugation to leave before the Pope of the Perch Church dispenses the Perch. Should we have a blessing? Maybe I should have a blessing. I don't know. Do I have a school or a flock? That's what I want to know. Good night, Lois. Are you guys in Florida yet? Pete Anthony, great show. Hi from Wheatley, Ontario. Thank you, brother. Thank you. All right. So I got to play this song or I won't get it out of my head. And that's probably wrap it up for us tonight. That cat from England. I was young, but so much younger than today. I never needed anybody's help in any way. Now these days are gone and I'm not so self-assured. Now I found I changed my mind, I opened up the door. Help me if you can, I'm being down. I do appreciate your being around. Help me get my feet back on the ground. Won't you please help me? And now my life's changed in oh so many ways. My independence seems to vanish in the haze. If now and then I feel so insecure, I know that I see the light I never saw before. Help me if you can, I'm being down. Do appreciate your being around. Help me get my feet back on the ground. Hey, won't you please help me, help me, help me. The Beatles! The Beatles! Well, I love y'all, and I appreciate you stopping by. Hang out with me. Let me make you laugh a little bit. Sing. Think. I don't know. The hell do I know? Honey, thank you for coming down here to the Basement Birch Church of Love. Tomorrow night, Hanover, Ohio. 8 o'clock showtime. 2 weeks from now, though, Port Clinton, Ohio. Mr. Ed's. You know it, you love it. You can get a room. We got a 7 p.m. show at Mr. Ed's. It's the night before Super Bowl. We used to do the whole weekend thing, but it's kind of changed a little bit over the years. But we still party on Saturday night. We have a good time, and you can come down and get yourself a room. You don't have to drive anywhere. That's the best way to see a Mad Dog show, don't you know? You get yourself a room. Why drink and drive when you can take the elevator? That's our motto. Anyway, love y'all. Good to see you, and we'll see you soon, maybe next week. And don't forget, every day above ground is a good day. Good night, everybody.